there, fellow brothers and sisters. You know, it's Molove in Amsterdam, back at it again with a positive message that will be delivered to you with lots of passion and immense courage. Well, nowadays I don't really entertain hours, but out of pure respect, blessed day or night to you and yours. So before I commence this next session, I would like you to ask yourself this one question. What is the purpose of living if the purpose of living is not to become your greatest version? Well, while you prepare your confession, I'm here to raise our vibrations, because I, Molove, to inspire and edify. So name this piece, every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. And I am sincerely hoping that when I'm through, it would have been informative as well as an inspiration to you. So without further ado, kindly know that everything henceforth is coming straight from Mo's heart space to you. So here goes. We've all been disappointed at some point in our lives, too numerous to mention. At times, shit might happen in quick succession, but I'll always remember this word from the wise: every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. Growing up, I would always hear my mother tell me, whenever things won't go the way I had it calculated in my head, son, don't worry, every disappointment is a blessing. And I would be like, huh? I never got it. It never made any sense. But now, when I look back in hindsight, I am mature enough to realize that all along, she was right. But how can a disappointment be disguised as a blessing? That's a tricky question. I agree. But you see, you can only see the blessing depending on your perspective as well as your level of consciousness. There's a whole lot going on behind the scenes that no human being have ever seen, even with the use of Visine, word from the wise: every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. I hate disappointments. I mean, who doesn't? They're never pleasant. Funny thing is, those unpleasant experiences most times are disguised as a present. Something the universe was saving us from. Perhaps preparing us for an impending storm, or secretly saved us from an event that was to come. Either way, it makes no sense to worry. Everything happens for a reason, and out of that disappointment, you may end up experiencing something oh so pleasing. Word from the wise: every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. Because of those disappointments I've experienced back in the day, I am forever grateful for the joy that I can now embrace today. Hooray! Needless to say, I've become a better person, that's for certain. And I am aware that a blessing is always somewhere lurking. Of course, some days will be shitty, but I no longer waste time rolling around in self-pity and allow the situation to get the best of me. No matter what, still I rise. And I always remember that word from the wise, that every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. There are many things that have occurred in my life that have left me filled with disappointment, full of resentment, but from nowhere a blessing descended. I have no idea how that happened, but I ain't complaining. We're gonna have some lows, and of course we're gonna have some highs, but always remember this word from the wise, that every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. Try to recall a time when you were very disappointed. I am sure there's a lesson that was learned, mental strength that was earned, a puzzle that was discerned. Either way, you didn't lose unless that was what you decided to choose. Disappointments were designed to make us stronger, better, wiser. Ask Stevie Wonder. He can't see, sort of resembles a scarecrow, but guess what? A master at the piano. What if he spent all his time being disappointed because he was blind? Would he have been able to produce such wonderful melodies? Are you kidding me? Of course not. Where attention goes, energy flows. And that's just the way it goes. He chose to look at the bright side, and therefore his dream never died. Sometimes a disappointment could turn out to be the best thing that never happened, to make room for the best days of your life. True story in a nutshell. That pretty much sums up how I met my wife and my daughter. Oh, how I love her. We can't always see it, but the truth is always there. You either feel it in your gut or the message is brought directly to your ear. But jump high or jump low. Before you flip and ask what for, remember this word from the wise: every disappointment is a blessing in disguise. So let me get this straight. All the world really needs is more love and less hate. No fear, just faith. So journey on and walk uprightly and boldly with your crown. And always remember that your spiritual journey is an extremely personal one. Stay blessed and positive, fellow brothers and sisters. Love is the most powerful frequency there is. So I encourage you to spread love, embrace love, openly welcome love, because love never fails. Become your greatest version. Stay away from those distractions. And always remember to stay focused on your vision. You already know it's Molove. I'm out.